Very good morning, everyone. In today's class, we are going to learn verb tenses models through conversation between the two persons. Okay, so before understanding these topics, first of all, let's understand this thing. Do you know why we study verb tenses and models in English? So, we learn them because they form the foundation of all the communication. Verbs tell us what action is happening, and tenses show when it happens, and models express the mood, possibility, or necessity behind the action. Without these three elements, our sentences would lose meaning and clarity. So, understanding them, it helps us to speak and write more accurately, confidently, and effectively. In simple terms, verbs show what we do and tenses tells us when we do it. And if we talk about the models, they tell us how we mean or feel about it. So let's understand these topics, verb tenses and models with the help of conversation between two persons. So let's start with the Reena. Good morning, Khushi. Are you ready for today's grammar class? Good morning, ma'am. Always ready to learn something new. Wonderful. Today we will talk about three pillars of English grammar. It's verbs, tenses, and models. Wow, I have always wanted to understand them properly. Excellent. Let's begin step by step. First, tell me, Khushi, what do you think a verb is? I think a verb is a word that shows an action. Absolutely right. A verb show a action, state, and possession. Possession too. Like what? For example, I have a book. Here, have shows the possession. So it's also a verb. Oh, I see. Let's take more examples. He runs fast. Here, run. Run is the action. He is tall. Tall is the state. He has a pen. And this shows the possession. That make it clear, ma'am. Good. Now verb are of the two main type, main verb and helping verb. What's the difference? Main verb express the main action like run, eat and study. Helping verbs assist the main verbs like is, am, are, have, to, will and shall. Oh, so helping verbs support the main verb? Yes. Here am is the helping verb and studying is the main verb. Perfect, Khushi. Are there more type of verbs? Yes. We also have transitive and intransitive verbs. What's that, ma'am? Transitive verb need an object. I eat an apple. Intransitive verbs don't. I sleep. Kushi. Oh, eat is transitive. Sleep is intransitive. Exactly right. I think I'm getting it. Great. Because verbs are the foundation of every sentence. So verbs show action, state, possession and have types like mean, helping and transitive and intransitive verbs. Okay, so in the second part we are going to learn about the tenses. Okay, excellent summary, Khushi. Now let's move to tenses. Okay, tense always confuses me a bit. Don't worry, it's very simple. Tense tell us the time of an action. So there are three tenses. First one we have past, second we have present, and third we have future tense. Exactly. For example, I play cricket. It belongs to present tense. I played cricket. It belongs to past tense. I will play cricket. It belongs to future tense. That's clear. Now each tense has four forms: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Oh, yes, that part always confuses me. Let's take one example, the verb to read. Okay, in the present simple, I read books. This belongs to the present simple tense. When I say this sentence, I am reading books. This is the example of present continuous tense. Third, we have I have read books. This is the example of present perfect tense. Fourth, we have I have been reading books. And this is the example of present perfect continuous. Oh, when you say it like that, it becomes very easy. Now let's move to past forms. So we have four forms of past. First we have past simple, second we have past continuous, third we have past perfect, and fourth we have past perfect continuous. So let's understand fourth one by one with the help of example. I read books yesterday. This is the example of past simple. Okay, second we have past continuous. I was reading books. Next we have I had read books. This is the example of past perfect. Next we have I had been reading books. This is the example of past perfect continuous. And what about future? So in case of future tense, it has also four forms. First we have simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. I will read books. This is the example of simple future tense. Next we have I will be reading books. This is the example of future continuous. Next we have I will have read books. This is the example of future perfect tense. Next we have I will have been reading books. This is the example of future perfect continuous tense. Wow, I can see the pattern now. That's great. Remember, verbs change their form according to tenses. So tense tell when something happens, right? Correct. That's the key idea. So let's understand the models. Now let's move to the third pillar, which is model. I have heard of them, but I am not too confident about using them. Don't worry, Khushi. Models are helping verbs that show attitude, ability, possibility, permission, and necessity. Mm, can you list some? Sure, Khushi. Can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, need to, ought to. Okay, this is the list of models. Oh, I have used can and should before. Let's look at how they used and how they are used. Okay, can. Can tells us about the ability. For example, I can sing, I can write, I can dance. Next we have may. May we use for permission, for taking permission. For example, may I go out? Third we have must. We use must for obligation. For example, you must wear a helmet while driving. Next we have should. Should we basically use to give advice to other person. For example, you should study daily. Next we have might. Might we basically use to tell about the possibility. It might rain today. I love these examples. Models are easy once you understand their meanings. Are model used with every subject? Yes. We say I can, he can, they can. Models don't chase forms. So no in models like normal verbs? Exactly. That's a golden rule. How do I know which model to use? Okay. So basically it depends on your purpose. If you want to show your ability, then you can use can and could. Okay. And second, if you want to show the permission or you want to take the permission, then you can use may and might. Next we have if you want to show advice, you want to take advice, you want to give the advice, then you can use should and ought to. To show compulsion, in that case you can use must and have to. That's really helpful. So let's practice. Say one sentence with can. I can cook very well. Excellent. Now one with should. You should exercise every day. You should learn English every day. Wonderful. Now one with must. We must respect our teachers. We must respect our parents. Perfect. You are getting fluent now. Thanks, ma'am. Now let's mix all three verbs, tenses, and models. Oh, that will be fun, ma'am. Make a sentence using three. I can dance beautifully at the party tomorrow. Excellent. That has a model can. Okay. And in this sentence, dance is a verb. And tomorrow is the tells about the future sense. Like this activity will happen tomorrow. Excellent. That has a model. Can is the model and dance is a verb and tomorrow tells about the future. Let me try another. I have been studying since morning and should take a break. Wow, that's perfect. You used perfect continuous tense and model should. I'm learning fast. Yes, you are. That's the power of understanding grammar deeply. It really builds confidence in speaking. Exactly. Grammar makes communication clear and accurate. So, verbs are the action part, tenses are the time part, and models show the attitude. Beautifully said, Kushi. That's your one line summary. Thank you, ma'am. I will write that in my notes. Always remember, English becomes easy when you practice every day. Yes, ma'am. Practice makes perfect. Yes, and you are already doing great. I'll try to make 5 sentences daily using verbs, tenses, and models. That's a perfect plan. I will also help my friends understand these topics. That's the spirit of a true learner. Thank you for making grammar interesting, ma'am. It's my pleasure, Khushi. I am proud of your progress today. Thanks, ma'am. Today I learned that verbs show actions, tenses show time, and models show attitude. All three make English complete. Yes. So at the end, see the summary of all the three important topics. First, we have verbs, where we learned about the verbs. Basically, verb is a word that shows action or state. For example, run, eat, is. These are the example of verb. What is the purpose of verb? It tells what happens. Next, we have tenses. It shows the time of action. For example, I ate, I eat, I will eat. And what is the purpose of tenses? It tells when it happens. And last topic we have models. It helping verb showing mood. For example, can, may, must, might. What is the purpose of model? It shows the ability, permission, necessity. So that is all about for the today's class. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day. Keep learning. Keep growing.